going to share with you guys how I make my lavender simple syrup. So to start off, I am grabbing some sugar and some lavender flowers. So for this recipe, I normally like to use honey, but I didn't have any in stock at the moment when I was filming, but no worries, sugar will work just fine. So to start off, we're gonna grab a small to medium pot and fill that up with 4 cups of water. And then once we've added our water, we're going to add about a cup to a cup and a half of sugar. If you'd like to try this recipe with honey instead the way I usually do it, I usually add about a cup of raw honey, and that usually does the trick. It comes out super tasty, so definitely give that a try if you're not into using sugar. Next, we're going to go ahead and place our pot on the stove and turn our heat to high and bring that to a boil. Once your syrup has come to a boil, go ahead and take it off the pot, and I just set it aside on here, and you're going to want to add 3 tablespoons of your lavender flowers and set a timer for 4 minutes exactly. You don't want to go over the 4 minutes because then your syrup will begin to become very bitter and the syrup really won't taste as well. So make sure you set that timer for 4 minutes. So once your timer goes off, you're going to want to strain this into a larger bowl and just let it cool for a little bit before transferring it into a container or bottle that you're going to want to store it in the fridge with. So for me, I got this one at IKEA, and every time I make syrup, I usually just store my syrups in this type of bottle. So once you've finished transferring everything over, it will last in the fridge up to 7 days, and you can enjoy it with any of your favorite beverages. Guys, so I haven't been making any videos for the last month. I had a lot of little mini clips that I kind of compiled together, which you saw at the beginning of this video. I spent the majority of the month of February just like battling some really bad allergies. I suffer from allergies every year around this time, especially. Like, it's pretty much the entire year, but February usually hits me like the worst, and I just realized that it's now doing the same thing to my daughter. So the majority of February was basically just me trying to get as much work done as possible while also just like trying not to die. So yeah, but February was actually very busy at the same time. I actually had quite a few shoots that I did the month of February, so I was working on a lot of photography projects, and so that kept me really busy, which I'm super grateful for. The weather here has just been very up and down. I'm pretty sure that's why our allergies have just been so crazy lately. But yeah, the whole month of February I just spent kind of doing a bunch of little things, my photography, and spent a lot of the month just editing and then just working a lot. So I didn't get a chance to really film. So right now I have some water that was boiling. I just turned it off and I was just letting it cool down a little bit and thought I would just come on here and say hello. But I've included some footage of me making my lavender simple syrup recipe. So I've been wanting to include that on here for a while, and I figured now was the perfect time. I was really craving it, and I had some still lying around, some lavender flowers. So I was like, why not? I'm just gonna make a batch. So I went ahead and included the footage already on here showing you guys how I like to make it. As I've already said before, I usually make this recipe with honey instead of sugar. I just feel like it's a better substitute for sugar, but we were out of honey like in the middle of like me filming, so I was just like, I'm just gonna do it with sugar, which it came out really great anyway. So basically right now I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about just a little chit chat with me, no book content today. I'm trying to get used to like being in front of the camera more and just like talking a little bit more because I'm not very good at that. And I had to choose like the one day that I'm just like, my throat is just like just raspy. I had some time and I just kind of wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about plans that we've got, just kind of say hi and tell you guys where I'm at right now. And I just feel like I want to catch up a little bit, just a little bit. While I am doing that, I figured I would show you guys how I like to make my iced matcha lattes here at home. I figured I would show you guys how I use my lavender syrup to make my matchas. I am going to see you guys in my kitchen, which is a few steps behind me, and let's make some matcha together. It's a cloudy day, so we've moved away from the window, and I apologize if it's like a little bit fuzzy, a little bit dark, but I'm trying to find a spot to set you guys in, because are you guys crooked or am I losing it? Okay. I don't know if you guys are crooked. I can't really tell because I'm like at an angle. We're just gonna go with it. So, got my water here. I'm like, what am I doing? What is this video? Matcha. So we're gonna make matcha together. I'm just gonna show you guys how I make it. So I've got, this is my little matcha bowl. It's like super cute too. Like, let me just show it off really quick. It has like all these little flowers and stuff. And I thrifted it for like $1. I love this little handle. It's super cute. I keep meaning to make a video of like a thrift haul, but I haven't had much luck thrifting lately. I haven't found much. So I'm just gonna give it a bit and then go again, and hopefully I will luck out. So yeah, matcha bowl, check. This is the matcha that I use. So if you follow me on Instagram, I talk about it quite a lot. So this is called, I don't know if my camera will like focus. It's from a brand called Golde. I love their products so much. This is called Pure Matcha, and it comes in this little tin. It's so good, you guys. I'm pretty sure there's like so many brands that are just really amazing, but I personally just like this one. I've been using it so much for like the last 2-3 years. Plus, I really love that it's a Black-owned company, and that's very important for me to support businesses that are Black-owned, brown-owned, Asian-owned. I'm also going to include a link in the description box below where you can get $5 off. If you decide to try it, which you should, it's super good. And I think today, I'm gonna put it in here because I want to like walk around and do some things. Also, another Golde product by the same company. I like to make my matcha with a bit of collagen in it. So this is a coconut collagen boost. It smells honestly so amazing. Oh my gosh, I do believe this is plant-based too, I want to say. Yeah, it's honestly so delicious. All right, so we got the matcha, we got the collagen. Normally I would put some honey into this mix too, but since we're gonna use my lavender syrup, I won't use sweetener, so we don't need that. Now, I need to get my whisk. So, got that, and then we go to my fridge, and lavender syrup. Okay. We're gonna try it. I moved you guys to like a different spot because I couldn't tell if it was like focused or not. So hopefully this is a little better. You can't really see what I'm doing. It's okay. So what is new with me? As I said, I have been just battling a lot of allergies, and I finally feel like a human being today. So I just wanted to come on here and just like talk with you guys a little bit. Also, like, look at this cute little spoon. I don't even know where I got it. I think it came in a package with something, and I don't even know, but this is my matcha spoon now. She cute. Exciting news. Back in January, my partner and I decided that this year we are taking a trip to Disneyland. We are super excited about it. I grew up going to Disneyland because I grew up in California, so my family would take me like almost every weekend with my cousins to go to Disneyland. So I spent a lot of time there. So I have a lot of like really amazing memories, and it was always my dream to take my child there if I ever had one. So I have been planning, like every year I've kind of done this thing where it's just like, okay, well maybe this will be the year that I take her. It just wasn't like the right timing. So this year, like as soon as January hit, I was just like, okay, we've had a little bit of like a rough couple of years, and I really wanted to do something special for her. After everything that happened with the pandemic and everything, I felt like she spent a lot of time at home which I'm so grateful for that time that we got to spend together. But at the same time, as a parent, it's very difficult to not be able to do more with your child, so, or even as a family in general. So we really wanted to take that time to just focus on what we wanted to do this year with her. So as soon as the year started, that was one of those things that we were just like, okay, we should definitely make this a thing. So normally every single year for her birthday's in September, I always make her a little birthday party ever since she turned 1. It's just something that's just been a tradition. Like, we just love doing that for her. It's always been something that we've always put as a priority to always at least make sure we make those memories with her. Just like whisking this now. I'm just doing a little like zigzag motion. My partner and I decided, you know, instead of another birthday party, she's gonna turn 6 in September, instead of another birthday party, why don't we spend her actual birthday at Disneyland? So it ended up like working out perfectly. It's been super fun just kind of getting to plan everything together. I'm super excited. This has been just like the highlight of my whole year so far, is just planning everything out. Like every day we're just kind of just thinking about like what restaurants we want to go to. It's also Disneyland 100 years this year, so I'm very excited for all the little celebrations for it. And yeah, like this is gonna be so fun. I'm so excited to see Skylar just like run around at the park, and I can't wait to see the look on her face when she walks in there. Like, it's just gonna be so awesome. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations of what kind of food you like to eat. I feel like that's all I've been looking at lately, is just food, snacks, like all those goodies. So I have a pretty good list of like everything that I want to go visit and stuff and like eat. So if you have anything, I want to see if I'm like missing anything. So yeah, definitely drop those recommendations below. I would love to see what you think. That's kind of like the biggest plan that we have right now, is just planning that trip. So I'm just putting ice in my cup now. I already know my throat's gonna hurt. I can't wait. It's 6 months away. I am so stoked just to get lost in the park and just to run around with Skylar and my partner and just have fun. We're gonna be over there for a few days. So yeah, that morning of her birthday, we're gonna spend it at Disneyland all day. The following day will be a California Adventure. So I've never been to California Adventure. When I used to go to Disneyland with my parents, I always wanted to go, but they would never take us. So I made it a thing, like, okay, we're gonna do a 2-day thing. We'll go to Disneyland for her birthday, and then the next day we'll continue the fun California Adventure, because if you know me, you know I am a huge Marvel fan, and I have to go to Avengers Campus. That's just not up for debate. Like, I have to go. So yeah, so I mean, we're gonna continue the fun, the birthday celebration for her, but also it's for me too. It's all in here already, and I'm just going to pour it into my cup. So I just put the ice first and then pour the matcha in here. Whenever I make this recipe, I usually put like 1 to 2 tablespoons, depending on how sweet I want it. I normally don't like things too sweet, so I think 1 to 2 tablespoons is pretty good. I'm just gonna put 1 for now, and then we'll see what that tastes like. Oh my god, what am I missing? But look. So we have the matcha, and usually I like it to be about this color, depending on how like much matcha you use or whatever. I don't know if that sounds weird, but like I know how much like to squeeze out until it like feels right, and like I'm laughing because that sounds ridiculous, but it makes sense to me. So if you're judging me, don't. That looks about right. Hold on. And like I honestly just like judge it based off of like color. Like, I don't know, does anybody else like, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go on here and show you guys how to make my matcha, but like not make any sense while I'm doing it. So, okay. No, yeah, that looks about it. I'll try it for sweetness. It's not that sweet. Okay, so see, now that I've added milk, it makes more sense. I probably should have added milk first before I put the syrup. But yeah, so I added 1 tablespoon. So now I'm going to add another tablespoon. and sea butter. Okay, that's much better. So 2 tablespoons, still not super sweet, but you get that lavender taste. Like, I definitely like for it to taste like lavender before all the sugar. So this is perfect. It's super creamy, super delicious. If you like it more on the sweet side, I would maybe do 3 to 4 tablespoons. So what I didn't mention was, if you know me at all, you know that I like drink pour overs, like it's my freaking religion or something. I was starting to notice it just like really putting some damage on my skin because I was just like abusing coffee, and that's one of the reasons why I drink so much matcha now. So I made like several goals this year that I wanted to do or like change patterns that I was noticing about myself, and one of them was definitely how much caffeine I was intaking, and I'm just gonna walk over here with you guys. But yeah, which technically you'd be like, Stacey, matcha has caffeine too. Girl, I know, but hear me out. I don't think it has nearly as much as the coffee I was drinking, like pour overs, like straight black coffee. I lessened my caffeine intake, but mostly I'm lessening how much coffee I drink. I've definitely become more of a matcha and sparkling water gal. 2023 entered and I got rid of like so much shit that was in my life that just was not doing me any good. I feel like there was so much that happened last year and I wasn't giving myself the opportunity to just kind of sit with those things and assess and make changes where I needed to. But yeah, so like the caffeine was one thing that I kind of changed a little bit. I feel like I've just made a lot of personal like progress and changes in like just my personal life that I'm really happy about, and that I feel like I've just taken a load of stress off my shoulders. There's definitely so many moments where I didn't realize that I was having a tough time with giving myself permission to kind of move on from things that didn't serve me. So yeah, this year has been a year of like realization, telling myself, you know, like you can do better, you know, there's always room for improvement. We keep going onwards and upwards. So yeah, I don't really have much plans today. I'm still contemplating if I want to go to the grocery store today. It depends, but I most likely will. And if I do, I might do a grocery haul. I am going to finish the rest of the editing for this video so that I can post it very soon. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna continue to enjoy my matcha here. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope that March treats you super, super well. So yeah, have a great day, you guys. Bye.